aunties, and welcome to Crochetober, day 11. And thank you so very much for joining me today for this spooktacular, nightmarishly fall day. Never mind the Kindle, it needs to put its 2 cents in. You know, we can't just talk about the Kindle being involved. So anyway, thank you all so much. So first things first, creepy voice included. I'm a smidge behind on these. So last we spoke was 5 days ago. Once again, there are 5 of us. If you're new, which hey, you might be at this point because I haven't been on here in a little bit. Sorry. There are 5 of us. Hubby, 3 kiddos, and myself, and we each have an evening where it's like our evening, and we choose a movie, a song that we add to our playlist that is linked down below, and a spooky fun activity. Not necessarily spooky, but some sort of activity. I try to dress up. I bring you guys a project that I make. I put projects that other people make at the end of this. I have some really cool ones this time. Just saying. And so yeah, so we've been doing that. Last time I was on here, this is not a creepy voice at all, last time we spoke, Derek and I made our video together, and that was for B's day, and then the next day was supposed to be Derek's day. I legit took 5 days off, and so we're back around to where it's Derek's day. So technically we skipped everyone's day, but we're just gonna pretend, if it's cool with y'all, like we didn't. Some things that are activities or things that we've already done, just so you all know. So it makes sense. I didn't feel well, the usual. You'll know the deal if you've been here. Tried whatever, but couldn't. Yeah. So anyway, I got like 3 days in and was like, I don't want to make up. What if I just wait 2 more days and then we're all square? And I thought there for a little bit that it wasn't going to work out, but it did. So that was cool. So, okay. So my costume for today, I've been putting up a lot of shorts lately. I've been having so much fun with the shorts, and I've decided that we need like a little Normville, which is right over here. Normville sits right over here, and we're in the living room. We need like a little Normville like storyline, you know what I mean, and like its whole little thing. And so I've been working on that. So I decided to be like a fairy gnome, a Gnomeville resident, perhaps I'm just a Normville resident. I feel like that makes sense. So rocking my Uluru Jessie dress with the constellations, my super hip jacket, my super hip hat, my new purple in my hair, and our earrings of the day, which we will talk about in just a minute. So each day we're gonna have either a mug of the day, earrings of the day, or socks of the day, along with everyone's music and activity and things. And then also we have on Tuesdays and Fridays, we have a like unsolved mystery that happened on Halloween. Some of them were sad. I'm doing one today because I missed a couple, and so we're doing one today. It's one I've been dreading, I'm just gonna say it. And then we do a joke and a fun fact. So anywho, the makeup, let's do this. I just did some, I don't know what I did really, just like some mystical freckles. How's that? So anyway, you know, as magical as freckles are. Fair enough. So here we go. So this is my hat. It has a moon on this little thingy and some mushrooms. This was a pattern that Miss Mama G Gear created. I did that with the Normville hat. I went like pretty much right off of her thing with the Normville hat, and then just kind of looked at this one. And then I made a hat for a lady about this time last year, actually, at a craft fair. She ordered a hat for Halloween, and I changed it up a little bit because she wanted it like a bit witchier, and I feel like this one's more like, I mean, it can be witchy, don't get me wrong, but anyway, yeah. So alrighty, let's see here. Scooch up back just a little bit. I feel like we're right up on each other. I'm not sure if we are, but I feel like we are. So, okay. Alrighty. So in the background, the blanket that I made a couple years ago. They're all different pieces. I could show you guys. You can see the, you can't really see it, never mind. So you can see the shirt, but you can't. So there's a Frankenstein on this side. A spider over here, candy corn, little square, ghost in the middle, a pumpkin. This one is supposed to be Witch's Cauldron, the purple one, but I never did make that. And then so it's like candy corn, purple and green square, and then the rest of them are all characters. So I kind of went on this one off of the Annie's Halloween crochet after them a few years ago. And then I watched Miss Kayla of Llama Mama Kayla, and she did the same blanket, but she did gray squares instead of doing the double crochets all the way across. And I was just like, yes, that's what I'm talking about. And so then I just kind of added some fun little extra baubles to it. So anywho, okay, so those aren't my projects. Those are just the crafty, yarny things that I feel like we're probably going to discuss at some point. Someone's going to ask about, maybe not, but you know, just be prepared. Be that goat from Hoodwinked. Be prepared. Okay, so since we loop back around, today is Derek's day. And so for his movie, song, and activity, okay, so for his song, Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger. If y'all have been here before, you probably should have seen that one coming. Could have seen that one coming. I should have seen that one coming, but yes. Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger. His song is Mushroom Head. Like QWERTY is how I suppose you would pronounce it, but it's like whenever you're typing on the keyboard, and so it's QWERTY, like the top whateverness of a keyboard. That's the song. So anyway, linked below in the playlist. And then his activity, family night and decorate for Halloween. So we went and got a few like small decorations, some like window clings and things like that, a set of candy corn lights to put in our windows. If I think about it, tonight I might take some videos like of the windows or whatever and put them in. I don't know. I might not. But anyway, yeah, just like put some Halloween decorations in our windows. Usually, you can see like Halloween here. This is an Alice in Wonderland mask and costume from like probably the 50s or 60s. I don't even know what that little like Wonderland, this thing right here, this box. This is my most prized possession. This is my piano, my papa and my grandma's piano. But then on top of it, like I said, is a Wonderland box, and it's like old school. It's the White Rabbit. It is like old school, and it is so neat. And so I have like Halloween decorations out throughout the house. Obviously, our bathroom. Used to, like these wouldn't even be here. These pictures. I usually take every single thing down and like redo all of it. Like there'll just be cobwebs and spooky pictures everywhere, and like nothing is how it usually is. Like I drape the furniture with white cloths, and so it looks like, you know, a haunted mansion, and everything's all put up. And I don't know if we're still going to do that. Like I said, we decorated some things, but I needed their help. Usually I kind of just do, you know, a lot of it myself. But the last couple years I haven't been able to, but I would love to do that because I've been missing doing that. Just like having everything spooky. I know we're already the 11th day into October, but whatever. But anyway, we did decorate, so that was cool. So all right, so needless to say, we did decorate, and that was neat. All right, so for our deal for the day, like I said, we're either doing socks, a mug, or whatever, earrings. Eventually I have something that's other than earrings to share with you all, but for today, because I am, I don't know, perhaps the mushroom queen, I have no idea what I am, but these are my earrings for today. These are some of my very favorites. I thought that matched the hat perfectly. Only thing, I didn't really have the makeup to match the hat perfectly, so I just kind of winged it, but that's all right. So yeah, they match my hair and the hat for sure. So there you go. I got these at a game store. So all right. Anywho, so yeah, so there are those things. My project for today, I'm so excited. I have a couple of these to share with you all, and I'm gonna make some more because I want to put them around the house, some like in front of the TV, a couple like on the coffee table, things like that, just kind of set them around. And also I have another color one that I'm going to show you all probably tomorrow, and then I'm going to work on it and make it into a new house for Normville. It's very exciting. So anyway, my project for today, my beautifully darling, precious beyond measure friend, Miss Jen at Cinnamon Stitches. That girl, I tell you what. So she had Lion Brand Week, and one of her patterns was a pumpkin. So a few years ago she put out a pumpkin pattern, and that is another one of the houses in Normville, which I feel like is all the more reason for the other house, the other pumpkin, to be like a Normville house, you know what I mean? So she's gonna have 2 pumpkins in Normville, which is pretty fun. The other one is just orange and it's made out of wool. It's like a spooky house. Anywho, I won't give too much away. The other one we're gonna see tomorrow, but it's neon and it's fun. I'm just gonna say that. So okay, so this one was the first one I made. Like I said, I want to make some more just to like have as little decorations. I think they're insanely cute. So this is her bauble pumpkin. So there's a bumpkin. Excuse me, it's a bumpkin. So anyway, this is the I Love This Yarn. I believe it's burnt orange. This is also I Love This Yarn, but I don't remember the name. I used my 5mm hook, and I made it bigger than hers. I don't know how I did that, but the second one, it's a lot smaller. But anyway, this is it, my pumpkin. I love it so much. It's so fun. And so yeah, I'm just wanting to kind of just have a few of these and just set them around, because who doesn't need a pumpkin sitting around? Look. Who doesn't need a pumpkin in the background? You know what I mean? Let's do that side. I mean, so there you go. So, all right. So, hopefully before very long, we will get back into the scheme of things, as far as like fun things to do. Like I said, I have the ring bomb at some point to unveil for you all. I have some different games and some activities at one point. We got some cookies to make, and I can't wait to show you guys those. They are Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas cookies. I'm so excited. They're little sugar cookies, but they look just like her dress. So that'll be a fun thing. I said on Finn's Day, we're doing, like, his activity that he wants is for us all to make our favorite, whatever it may be, our favorite food that we like to make. And so we're gonna have some really fun things throughout the little bit. We're going to the pumpkin patch at one point, which I'm very excited about. I love the pumpkin patch. We're going, I don't know, do a few different things, little fun things, and like I said, I'll bring you all along for some of them. So all right, cool. So let's see. So yeah, Miss Jen's pumpkin, Derek's night. Like I said, the Nightmare Before Nothing. I suppose it's technically very nightmarish. Anyway, Nightmare on Elm Street. Mushroom Head is the band. Family night and decorate for Halloween. And then earrings. Okay. Let's do our unsolved mystery. So all of these happened on Halloween, which is pretty wild. That's the one we did last time. Are you going to freeze now that we're in the middle of it? Of course you are. Alrighty, so it's another one of those. This is creepy. I like this so much. I don't know why. Okay, so anyway, I think I'm just trying to be like awkward and just giggle or whatever. This one I'm very like, meh. Okay, this one's about a kiddo. I don't like doing kid ones. Even whenever I do like crime and crochet, we don't talk about kids. because even though my sense of humor is very dark, that is way too dark. It's not even funny. I didn't even mean those in the same realm. I'm just saying that like it's too much. Like a kiddo thing is just so. Anywho, this is gonna be, I think there's like 2 of them on here. It's gonna be one of the few times that I talk about kids on here. This little girl, however, is from Oklahoma, so it's like even more of like a kind of hits close to home, and so literally and figuratively. So here we go. So if you don't want to hear anything about kiddos, skip ahead. I understand. All right, cool. So Nema Louise Carter is her name. On Halloween night 1977, the parents of 19-month-old Nema Louise Carter placed their child inside of her crib at their Lawton, Oklahoma home. The next morning, Nema's parents were shocked to discover that she was missing. Since the windows in Nema's bedroom were locked, it's theorized that her abductor had been hiding in the closet and sneaked the child out of the house while her parents were sleeping in the living room. A month later, a group of kids were playing in an abandoned house 4 blocks away from the Carter home. When they opened up the house's refrigerator, they received a horrifying shock when the decomposed body of an infant came tumbling out. The child was identified as Nema Louise Carter, who died of suffocation. A similar crime had occurred in Lawton in April of 1976, when a pair of 3-year-old twins, Mary and Tina Carpenter, were lured out of their home by a young woman who forcibly confined inside a refrigerator at another abandoned house. When the sisters were found 2 days later, Mary had suffocated, but Tina managed to survive. Tina identified her abductor as local teenage babysitter named Jacqueline Rubidoux. However, the child's age made her testimony unreliable, and there wasn't enough corroborating evidence to file charges at that time. Jacqueline Rubidoux eventually became a babysitter for Nema Louise Carter. Since she was an obvious suspect for Nema's murder, but once again there was no evidence to implicate her. Years later, Rubidoux was finally charged with Mary Carpenter's murder and given a life sentence. She died in prison of liver cancer in 2005, but never admitted to the still unsolved murder of Nema Louise Carter. Like, it's quite a coincidence, I think, if we're all just going to be honest with each other, that this girl babysat for 2 girls that ended up in her refrigerator and then babysat for another one, and the same thing happened. Like, that's a pretty heavy coincidence not to. Anyway, I don't like doing kiddo ones, so I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry if that bothered any of you. My apologies, because my goodness. Okay. But yeah, on Tuesdays and Fridays we're doing not fun facts. We're doing unsolved mysteries, just like a little extra whatever with, I guess. So, okay. Our fun fact. Every day we're doing a fun fact and a joke. So, our fun fact: Halloween was once known as Black Halloween. Before costumes and trick-or-treating, Halloween was a night for pranking. The pranks eventually got out of control, and in 1933, vandals caused millions of dollars in damage across the U.S., leading many people to refer to it as Black Halloween. Black, 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 number one. No, sing the typo negative song there. Black Halloween. That's pretty wild. Okay, so again, sorry for our true crime. I feel like that was pretty intense. Or unsolved mystery, should I say? It's not even really. I mean, it is true crime, but also just ugh. Okay, earrings. Movie, song linked below in the playlist. Decorated. All of that stuff. I think that's everything. Next is the 12th, and so that'll be my day. And then, like I said, yeah, we look back around from there. So I can't believe it's already the 11th day of Crochetober. That's crazy. All right. Our Halloween joke for today. Some of these are cheesed. I don't mind some cheese, but I don't eat it like smothered in cheese. You know what I mean? Okay. Okay, this one's kind of cute. I like a pun. All right. What makes trick-or-treating with twin witches so challenging? So what makes trick-or-treating with twin witches so challenging? You never know which witch is which. So, all right. So, per always, my spooktacular friends, I thank you for joining me today for Crochetober Day 11. So, I thank you all so much. I, per always, am having a lot of fun with Crochetober. I thank you all for putting up with my mini hiatus there. I have a couple of photos to add to the end. I also have a video to add to the end. So in the video, you're gonna see a hat. I know, right? It is a redunculously cool hat. It is made by one of my friends that I know that lives not very far at all from me, just like right over there. And she is awesome. I've known her for a really long time. So her hat at the end, she sells the hats like that. So in case you need like a last minute spooky something, just saying. But I will, link all of her. She has a Twitter, and is that what it is? No, she's a TikTok. Twitter's like obsolete, isn't it? Twitter's like Facebook, like it's obsolete at this point. So she has a TikTok and she has an Instagram. And I'm just gonna tell you all her name because I was just like, yes. Okay, her name on there is Madam Hatter. Like the Mad Hatter, but it's, pinky up, way cooler than that. Madam Hatter. So, it's my friend. She's awesome. I will link her info down below. So if you guys need a redunculously cool hat at any time of the year, I feel like we're all spooky all the time. So, anytime. Oh no, it's cool. Thank you. So, but it's a wicked cool hat. I love it. Yeah, so she sent me the video and I'm like, can I put that in Crochetober? So anyway, all right. So yeah, all the things, do the things. Like I said, hubby's evening, our night fun. I thank you all so much. So let's see. I don't know. I don't know if it's cold there. It's probably cold where most of you are. Here it's still in the 70s, and then it's going to be in the 80s next week. So perhaps it's a decent day to like go out and do the things. Perhaps you just need to go get your costume together, no matter what you're doing. And even though, like myself, a lot of you in fact live in this place, and I understand, but just as a whole, may I suggest, don't go in the woods. Right. Stay spooky, my friends.